So today's video, it's going to be the last video of this series, and um, I'd always meant for today to be the last of the series for reasons. Um, and I don't know what's next. Whether I've got a couple things in mind, but in terms of how to go about doing it, I'm not completely sure yet. But I do, like I mentioned however long ago, my goal for all of this is really to create a safer space for everybody, a space where people feel safe, feel comfortable, feel cared for, and able to experience Jesus' love for us. Um, yeah, so I'll hop right into today's video after this. Video is probably the toughest one to share, just because everything that had happened and everything that I've shared kind of culminates to this event. And it shows to just a part of how far people will go to hold on to power and to take advantage of power and to silence people who have less power. I had no other goal really other than to try and figure out the truth, to figure out what exactly was going on, what was happening, because nothing was making sense. And so I started asking questions, and when those questions were asked, no one was able to give me a straight answer. No one was able to you know to give me an answer that made sense. And when I started holding people accountable to their words, holding them accountable to the way scripture was being used or misused, no one was owning up to it. Accountability was essentially out the window. To the people who knew me before I had that health crisis know that I'm somebody who voices their opinions, keeps going, and is a fighter. You know, I will not back down, and I will fight for the truth, and I will fight for what's right, and I will fight for Jesus. So that's what I did. I kept fighting. I kept resisting. I kept asking questions after questions after questions. And I kept voicing my concerns in the way that I was told was the acceptable way. But I guess that wasn't good enough for them. What ended up happening and the way that they started to deal with my questions, deal with me trying to hold people accountable, was to pull me aside, and they gave me an ultimatum. The person who, one of the people who was being abusive towards me, told other people to tell me to choose between either submitting under his authority, and submit under them, do what they say, or hit the road, that I'm not allowed back. I essentially was kicked out of a religious organization that was supposed to demonstrate Jesus' love, Jesus' caring heart, simply because I was asking questions, because I was trying to hold people accountable. They made me choose between chains and freedom, and I chose freedom, even though it caused me countless things. Because having freedom and having life, being away from abuse, is worth so much more than whatever they think they can, quote unquote, offer me by holding me to these chains and to the abuse. And there's no other word to describe, you know, what they did other than evil. Like, to have someone choose between you know their social community and their life, it's just evil. It's honestly, it's just evil. That's all I can say. And so my hope, really, like I said all along with these videos, is I hope that no one ever has to go through what I did. No one has to experience what I did. That if you see red flags of anything that I've spoken about, to either stand your ground and fight, or to get out of there. Because it sucks. It really sucks. So anyways, I will see you guys soon in whatever other thing I do on here. If it's, doing daily blessings regularly again or whatnot. I just didn't want to crowd everyone's storyline. But yeah, as usual, love you guys.